Hey guys, I'm back with another review video, and yes, finally, as of this post, after a month, they have done it. New minis have finally joined the collection, and of course, without further ado, let's get into these 5 really gorgeous looking minis. The first one we're going to be taking a look at today, it is the Jurassic World REBIRTH Mosasaurus. Now, as soon as we get into this, you can already see just how sheerly great this mini looks. And like I said, I apologize in case my camera doesn't focus much, but this mini is absolutely gorgeous. You can just see the amount of detail that has went into this mini. And of course, the tail, the fins, the face, and the colors are just absolutely magnificent on this mini, and it's very highly quality detail as well. I know I sound like a sponsorship, but I'm serious. This mini is just absolutely incredible. Bad camera quality aside, as you can see, this mini is just absolutely phenomenal. It has me speechless right now. And of course, we're going to be doing comparisons with the older versions of these minis. Over here on the left, we have the classic Mosasaurus that we've all loved and known from Jurassic World. And as you can see, it looks drastically different compared to this mini. You can just see the differences between these two. And yes, sadly, that's the one thing this mini does not have anymore, is that sadly, its jaw no longer closes, just like how this one can. So sadly, that's the only downside of this mini. But it makes up for style, because man, this is a beautiful figure. The next mini we're taking a look at in this review is the beautiful REBIRTH Quetzalcoatlus. As you can see, this thing, it is absolutely incredible. Look at the size of those wings, and that awesome head. Though sadly, it doesn't have the crest, but I love its beak and its quills it has on the back of its head. And of course, the coloration is basic, with just the base color of the plastic with this blue, but it is still absolutely incredible. And this mini, once I compare it to the Dominion Quetzalcoatlus, you will quickly see that this mini is absolutely incredible for what it is. So right here on the right, we have the Dominion Quetzalcoatlus we've all known for basically ever since these minis released. But then we've got the REBIRTH Quetzalcoatlus, and as you can see, these two can't be any different. Can't be any more different, because as you can see, look at the size of those wings. These wings are like twice the size of the other Quetzalcoatlus's wings. I'll admit, the neck is a little short, but this mini makes up for it in style, just like the Mosasaurus back there. And thankfully, Mattel has given this mini posability. Its wings can be articulated, thankfully. As you can see, you can do this, or you can even do this if you wanted to. So thankfully, the Quetzalcoatlus is still a very perfect mini in its newest form, at least in my opinion. Next up, we have the T-Rex. Now, we've seen the T-Rex throughout the years, and I've got to say, this version is by far my favorite version they've ever made of the T-Rex mini. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. The only sad part is that, well, sure, its jaw, just like the Mosasaurus, doesn't close or open anymore in comparison to this T-Rex, which I will soon get to comparing. First, let's take a look at this one. As you can see, its coloration, it's sort of this gray color with these black stripes and a bit of beige on its jaw along with these yellow eyes. As you can see, it is gorgeous. If only my camera was better, then you could truly see the skin and the texture, because even the teeth have detail. This mini is just absolutely incredible. And of course, if we compare it to the normal T-Rex we've known throughout the years, you can see the differences quite quickly. As you can see, it is so much thicker. It just fell. But yes, as you can see, this Rebirth T-Rex is so much thicker. It is so much chunkier than the older T-Rex. Both the head, neck, and even the body, and even the tail, and the feet. They've actually made them look less goofy looking by making them smaller and more realistic compared to these more, I guess, duck-like feet. But of course, the classic T-Rex is always going to be an OG, but this T-Rex is definitely going to be one of my favorites. Even the arms are bigger with this one. So yes, this T-Rex is definitely a great T-Rex. But alas, the T-Rex is not the only mini to get this upgrade, because of course, this is by far one of my favorite interpretations of the one and only Spinosaurus. Now, we've seen this mini throughout the years. It's always been this mini, the Jurassic Park 3 style Spinosaurus, with its arms, its stand-up legs, its basic tail, its head. We've always known it to look like this, but no, that is not the case anymore, because now we have introducing the Rebirth Spinosaurus. As you can see, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. You can see it is way darker and way more superior in my opinion. As you can see, its spine has this yellowish color, these black-like stripes, and if I can get a focus on this thing has tiny, just barely noticeable spikes on the top of its sail. And as you can see, you can vividly see that this thing is absolutely amazing. For everything from the hands to the claws to the feet, the sail, the head, everything about it. And of course, the main thing you'll notice, the tail is significantly different to the older one. It is more paddle-like instead of this whip-like tail like this older one has. However, there is still one advantage that this older one has over this new one, is that, well, just like the T-Rex, it does not have the ability to pose its jaw anymore. So that's a bit sad. But still, this mini is by far superior than this older Spinosaurus. But of course, I love both of these Spinosauruses. But what do you think? Is it the Rebirth Spinosaurus that is better, or is it the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus? Regardlessly, this mini, the Rebirth Spinosaurus, is most certainly a mini that will most certainly go down in history, of my opinion, of being one of the greatest minis to ever exist. Finally, the main star of the show, the biggest, most baddest, and most coolest mini that I have right now is, well, if you guys remember last month, or at least at the time of this video's posting, I did a review on this Dreadnought minifigure. And, well, Dreadnoughtus, I'm really sorry, but yes, this Dreadnoughtus is still quite frankly one of the biggest minis in this collection. But I think we have a new title for the biggest mini, and that goes to this. This right here is a Titanosaurus. You can just see how beautiful this thing is. It's so big I can't even fit it in my frame. But as you can see, this thing, first let's focus on the head. The head is just absolutely gorgeous. It has these red frill, this white face, this yellow eyes, and this black splotch on its eyes. And leading down to the neck, you have some more stripes, and black and white, and of course a beige body with incredible detail, by the way. You can see all the muscles and all sorts of kind of things you can see in this thing. And all leading down to the tail, we got more of this fin-like action, and this tail even has patterns on the end of it. All in all, this mini is by far one of the best minis Mattel has ever produced throughout the years of producing these minis. Sure, this is not a new version of the Dreadnoughtus, but it's the only thing I can compare this thing with, which, as you can see, this thing towers over the Dreadnoughtus. So it is quite frankly one of the biggest minis to ever exist. As you can see, if we do a comparison from the front, this mini towers over the Dreadnoughtus. Same goes if we do for a side profile. Just, my lord, this mini is huge. And of course, the tail fully extended is way longer than the Dreadnoughtus's as well, making this mini one of the biggest minis to ever exist in this entire series of Dinosaur minis. Now, before this video comes to a conclusion, I know what you all are asking probably. Hey, where do I get these minis? Well, you see, right now I found this Titanosaurus mini mainly in the Advent calendar, a Jurassic World Rebirth mini Advent calendar on Amazon. So in case you guys want to check that out, then I'm definitely not gonna oblige. I'm definitely not gonna stop you. But, though, I will warn you, it may be like the Dreadnoughtus, where these minis might be hard to get, especially this Titanosaurus, since right now, this Titanosaurus is the only one I have. So, you guys have been warned. These minis might be hard and might be rare to get. Regardlessly, guys, this is gonna do it for this review video. I really hope you guys all enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much for 152 subscribers. We're halfway there right now to 200 subscribers. And in case you guys like what you see here, and in case you like my videos, then if you want, subscribe to this channel. And if you don't, then still have a great week. As always, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.